Chat, we are back again. I keep I keep being like a minute or two late. Sorry for that, but I am here. I took too long to eat my lunch because I went on a run today and it took me longer than I thought. This is my first run in like months. Apparently I still have the lingering sickness even though I haven't really been coughing, so that kind of took it out of me. I got back and I was like, it's got a little bit hard to breathe still because I got congestion in my chest, but it's all right. We're still here. By the way, Bert, did you change your name? Did you change your name to Jujuk? Hello, Noxie, how's it going? Also, welcome Connor, Philly, there, and it looks like we also had Sarah drop by. Yeah, and I think Kinja's message is from, yeah, I'm just seeing it on my screen, you guys aren't seeing it. But how's everybody doing today? We doing all right? I am happy right now because I'm currently listening to Spotify while you guys are listening to the non-copyright music. So sorry about that. But last night we did the stream where I had my comms on with my team scrims so that you guys could listen, and I did play copyrighted music for that. And as expected, when I woke up this morning and I looked at the details on the video, it got absolutely bodied by copyright claims, like everywhere. And most of them weren't transformative, so they kind of just like, if the video was ever monetized, made some money. Like those songs that I played, the owners of it, basically all of the music labels, would claim a percentage of the monetization based on how long their music played in it. But there were a couple where it actually got it blocked in some countries because I guess the music isn't allowed to be played there. So yeah, we're not gonna do it again. Sorry. You guys are locked in. You're just gonna be listening to non-copyright music as long as I am streaming on YouTube. But that said, for certain stuff, I'm still considering it. I might stream it on Twitch. I'll when I figure that out, or when I decide, I will let you guys know. But it might be more like low vibe, like hanging out with my teammates, practicing, or maybe even making like our runs in the women's competitions. So yeah. Also, it looks like you're getting double messages, Bert. So whatever account that you are logged into, whatever YouTube account that you're logged into right now is not the one that is connected to Truffle. So if you don't want to send double messages, you have to switch to the account that you're usually watching on. Good, you have bowling league today, right? I do, yes, I have it tonight, and we took last week off because it was spring break, I guess. They just chose a random week that I think most of the schools where I live had spring break, so yeah. Yeah, no bowling last week, but a return this week, so I'll probably be a little bit rusty, but we're still just gonna go with it. And I haven't been practicing two-handed. I haven't gone to the bowling alley once outside of league since I've been sick because yeah, I'm just focusing on this. And you can only put your effort in so many places at once if you expect to be successful. I couldn't be there. It was 4 a.m. for me. No worries, Connor. You didn't have to be there, but you could also watch it back in the VOD if you were truly interested. I think it was like half an hour into that VOD. You can listen to our team comms while we scrimmed another women's team. 318 games in 2 weeks is insane. Maybe. And it's actually whatever I get done today, I'm hoping to at least get to 300 and do the 100 game check-in today. That is my goal. Because then I would... It sounds stupid. It sounds absolutely insane, but then I would only have to play 300 games in 10 days. Oh my goodness. You know, this is gonna be really great for the video, huh? Whenever I'm editing the video, this is gonna be fantastic. Hello, Sun Gamer, how's it going? You need to play around 22 or 23 games a day to complete it. Yeah, it's not looking great. But it's gonna happen. Yeah, only in parentheses and capitalized and not actually like stretching the use of the word only to the maximum. I need coffee for this stream? Why? Also, it's really, really weird to see you as Jujuk and not Bert. I'm just gonna put that out there. Last week I was rusty because I did not bowl for 2 weeks. The first week it was leagues for bowlers around the world, and the second week I was in Atlanta. Oh, so first week they had a different event, and second week you were gone. 20 coins? Yep, you're rolling in the dough, Noxy. By the way, yes, so when I am gone tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, I have plans. So I'm out of town because I am I'm house sitting for a family member. So I won't be able to stream, but I am going to be trying to work on stuff. I'm going to bring my laptop with me and work on stuff such as like truffle badges, get that all set up, or you know, other stuff like editing shorts. I also like personally, I still have to do my taxes. I really got to get that done. So yeah, but I'm going to be trying to be working on the stream even if I'm not streaming. So hopefully I can make some progress towards that stuff. But I can't sit around and talk and jibber jabber. I have to get things done. But I did want to tell you guys, there was an announcement today. You want to know what the announcement was? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to see what the announcement is? I have to turn on my overlay. Hold on. Bang. Go to competitive. Is it gonna be in here? Oh, sheesh. US Central. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the thing is that the Rocket League community has been asking for this literally since the game came out. So it took them, what, 7-9 years? But we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it today because actually Central servers are the best for me since I'm in Montana. I'm not technically close enough to the West Coast that West Coast servers are better for me. It's just like they're better than East, but maybe Central will be even better for me. I'm excited to test it. Oceania server? No. This is the best thing that has ever happened in my Rocket League experience. Yeah, biggest update of the year for real. I am so happy with all of the positive news drops that Rocket League has been having basically like in the last week. No, it'd be 2 weeks now. Because like them announcing the second major early, and then they also announced Worlds on Championship Sunday, and then also we got US Central. I'm so excited. It's only sus if you read it that way, okay? If you don't have a absolute gutter brain, then it's not sus. But I mean, I guess you do you. Okay, so I wanted to make a new preset, which isn't important, but for some reason I was like, I want to have a white fennec today. And I think the easiest way to do that is flash freeze. So I'm gonna try to do that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, maybe like bright yellow is best. Maybe I'll try pink. Ah, pink isn't bad. Actually, I kind of like the dark. That's not bad. I mean, it really doesn't matter, but for some reason, when I was gonna pop online today, I was like, I kind of want like the most white fennec that I can get, because I was looking at a previous video where I had this octane on, and I was like, oh my gosh, sometimes I just like don't like playing with a dark car. I like playing with a light car. And I could just put on this fennec, but it does have enough of the darkness on the side that I don't know. I don't know if I wanted to rock it. So we're gonna warm up with flash freeze fennec, see how we feel in it. But yeah, let's get into it. Do. Best update for Rocket League. The other updates were mid. I might do a bowling tourney with my three friends. That sounds like fun. I get 104 in US Central and 110 from US East. 4 US East from the UK. How's that possible? SSG has a great white decal. Yeah, it does. It's just like, you know, I've had it before. We'll see. I'll warm up with this, and, you know, if I don't like it, I might switch back to the BDS decal. It was just like a knee-jerk thing. Dark is better for my eyes. Like, when you're playing on your own account, you like dark better? Or watching my gameplay? Sorry, I needed to turn on my heater because my hands are cold again today, and we're just not even gonna mess with it. Yeah, when I use it, that makes sense. How early is it for you, Noxy? Is it like 6 a.m. again? 6 a.m., 4 a.m.? I'm surprised you're here. Because like the watch parties made a little bit more sense because it was more around what time? 5:42 a.m. So are you like getting ready for school, or did you stay up late? White decals W. Yeah, I don't think I have any other decal that you can really easily turn the majority of whites. It's just like, I guess I could put on the G2 decal from that same year as the white SSG. It's a shame because like a few teams for this RLCS season made dark decals. They made like black or like dark gray sort of base decals, but nobody made a light decal. It was like all edgy vibes. And I really do like, I like the extremes on either end. I like having dark decals and I like having white decals. The colorful ones don't really do it for me as much. You're on holidays for the term, so like a spring break-ish. Philly, it's not early if you know me, because you stay up late. I was watching paper streams at 3 a.m. for ages. Yeah, that's when I started in the morning. Which I did for a little bit. I did that for like a week. Yeah, when I first started streaming again. So basically, when my first streams before before Christmas, so like from October through November, I did evening streams. So I started like 6 hours from now-ish. And I only did evening streams. So I like, you know, had people who could pop in and were available at that time. And then I was gone for the holidays because I like had a lot of family stuff, had to make a lot of food, a lot of desserts, all that sort of stuff, and then actually celebrating the holiday. And when I came back, I was like, okay, the evening streams aren't doing it for me because then I usually stay up way too late and I hate waking up late in the morning. Like late in the morning for me is past 9, and even 9, like if I'm not out of bed by 9 a.m., I feel like I've wasted a large portion of my day, which I'm struggling with right now. I've stayed up late like the past week, and haven't been able to get up early. When it wasn't the RLCS watch party, because I had to get up early for that. But yeah, in general, I would prefer to wake up early. So yeah, I switched to a morning stream where I would stream 12, 11, 10, 9, 9. So like 4 hours earlier than this. 4 hours earlier than right now. And those are the streams that Noxy is talking about. Because I did one evening stream for day 1 of 100 Days of Ones. I did an evening stream. And then I think I switched over to mornings and then mid-afternoon. And I tried an evening again, maybe. And then settled on afternoons. Afternoons is the best. I like afternoons. Because I can get stuff done at the front of my day if I need to. And, you know, I still end so I can, you know, have a whole evening routine and get to bed on time. If I were disciplined. Last season's Dignitas decal go good with regular Zombas. I don't have Zombas. Or wait, no, regular Zombas. Yeah, I do have regular Zombas. Why is there a timer? It's for my warm-up. So at the beginning of every session when I'm playing the 1v1, I have to do a 30-minute warm-up. 5 minutes of general movement around the pitch. Either, I guess it could also be a workshop map, but I found that wasn't a good warm-up for me. Then I can do 5 minutes of dribbling, so air dribbles, ground dribbles, dribble on my car, that sort of stuff. Then I do 10 minutes of shooting and 10 minutes of miscellaneous warm-up or training of my choice for that day. Usually, so recently I've been doing the dribbling maps for the 10 minutes of whatever I want. Because I'm finding like it makes me the most warmed up to do a dribble map, because I have to have the ball on my car the entire time. So I tend to have a little bit more control when I've been doing the dribble training for the last 10 minutes. I could probably also work on something like shooting or like wall shots, shadow defense, custom training packs, that sort of stuff. But yes, I know my sleep schedule is terrible. It sounds terrible. I've just been reading a little bit of it. I woke up at 5:30 p.m. and it's 5:30 a.m. What? You're like completely flip-flop, man. That's terrible. Like I can't judge you too heavily because I've done that before, but as somebody who's done that before, I know that just isn't it for me, and I don't understand how it could be it for anybody who doesn't have like a night shift job. Like if I can control it, I would prefer to never ever have that sort of schedule. That's just me though. Maybe other people disagree, but you think it's late because you woke up early? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, that's a rough one in my opinion. How is everybody doing on this Tuesday though? Besides Noxie, is everybody else like in school, at work? Like I feel like most everybody else passed their holidays and now it's gonna be like until the end of the school year. And you know, if you're a job, you just never get off the train. You never get a break unless you take time off. I was looking at it last night and I was trying to figure out if it would be reasonable for me to be able to go to Worlds, RLCS Worlds in Texas in September. And it got me both excited and anxious again, because like I'm generally pretty chill about travel. I get nervous before the travel because I hate going to places that are unfamiliar to me until I'm actually there and I'm like, oh yes, new things. I love new things. But like looking it up and thinking about having to like go through an airport and like try to navigate my way to the hotel with like an Uber or a Lyft or anything like that, I was just like, strangers, no, I'm so comfortable in my house. What's my dream job? I don't know if I'd necessarily have one. Like, I'm kind of trying to make my dream job right now where I can just like create what I want. And that is something that sustains me monetarily. Like, because the thing is that like the dream job for me is more so like freedom monetarily to do what I want. Not that anything like I would have any really crazy monetary dreams. Like, it's not like I want a crazy expensive car or like I want to live in a mansion. It's just like I want the freedom with my time in my day to do what I want, which I have right now. Technically, like I'm choosing to do this stuff rather than feeling like I'm choosing to stream this challenge, rather than like having a regular 9-to-5 job. But at the same time, like I'm not actually free to choose because I monetarily have to make something work. So like if I can get enough money, you know, find a job or find a passion that's, you know, financially sets me up, then that would be the dream. Hey Raptor, how's it going today? I like the alien and the Wawa. I'm on my way to work. What's work feeling like today? Are you thinking you're gonna have a W day at work? Just like, you know, same old, same old? Did you get a bad start? What's your dream job, Noxie? Or like anybody in chat, what's their dream jobs? Because like, you know, it's, the thing is that like, farming would be really cool. Like, if I could do anything with my time, it would probably be a mix of like a creative pursuit And, you know, I'm always passionate about video games, but life changes. Maybe that won't be the case in 10 years. Maybe I'll have moved on to something else. But like in the past, basically what I've trended towards from like middle school and on is I always bounce between three things. I bounce between farming or like agriculture, because I just like going outside, but that's still creating something. You create a product when you work in agriculture. So it's got like that creative endeavor, and the fact that like you start from nothing and you make something. A creative aspect, so like art, music, that sort of thing, and then like consumption, knowledge, that sort of stuff. Like I love reading, I like learning new things, whether that's, you know, watching a YouTube video and you're like, hey, I didn't know that people like made a game out of traveling. Like that's really cool. I say that because I've been watching Jetlag the Game, if anybody's seen that YouTube channel. Holy cow. I'm good in bio class. I want to do paramedicine. Wait, what does that mean? I feel, is that like paramedic? Like you work on an ambulance? You're a first responder? Or is that something different? Paramedicine. Yeah, the closest thing that... Yeah, paramedic. Okay, I was gonna say the closest thing that pops to mind when you say paramedicine is paramedic. But I didn't know if, like, parachute, paratrooper, if it had, like, it had a different meaning, like it was an aviation sort of medical field. Outside is not for me. I'm a plat. What? Outside. Outside is great. Aha! I missed the first one. Darn it. I'm outside more than I am inside, surprisingly. Yeah. See, the thing is that, like, if you look at a stat table, since technology has been invented, and, you know, like, the whole thing about, like, humans liking to be comfortable, the majority of the population is outside less of the day than they are on their phone. I think the average person, this might just be a United States statistic, so maybe it's different in other countries, but like, it was something like people are on their phone an average of 3 hours a day, and they go outside, like they are in the outer doors like 2 hours, maybe. Or maybe it was less than that. Maybe it was like something ridiculously low, like 30 minutes. I don't know. But either way, it was really bad. It was bad. It was like, wow, not only is it just like general screen time, it's like specifically phone screen time. People are usually on their phone more than they are experiencing the natural world around them. It's nuts. I don't know if I'm vibing with this preset. I thought it was going to be great, but I don't know. I'm interested in being a mechanic. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I've always had like a slightly back of my mind sort of interest in actually knowing how an engine works, because like I know the basic science around it, but I think it's cool that people are able to take an engine apart and put it back together, and like you have a vehicle that can move very, very fast for a very long time. Like that sort of seems, it would seem really useful, but also just like interesting to me to be able to, and you know, like utilitarian. It would be great to be able to hear something wrong with my vehicle, and instead of just saying, I don't know what's wrong with it, I must take it into a mechanic, to be like, okay, I think I could have an educated guess because I have knowledge in that area. Like, not to say that I'm opposed to bringing in my vehicle to a mechanic to get it fixed. It's just like, you know, the more stuff that I can at least understand myself before I hand it off to a stranger, I think would do me better. Because like, most people have your best interest at heart, but there are some people out there that would like to take advantage of you. So like, you know, just being able to take an educated guess, or like to understand when the mechanic explains to you, and then you know for next time. Because like, that's something that I really got used to when I was doing the farming every summer, is that like my thing that made me a good operator is that I'm I'm pretty observational. So like, when you sit when you sit in the same tractor pulling the same piece of equipment for hours on end, you kind of don't realize that you start to pick up how the machine sounds when it's working well. So when something breaks and like you hear that sound change, you're like, okay, I don't know if that sound change is good or bad, but it's definitely different. So like, I'm gonna go and ask you know, my family member that's been working this stuff like for years before I have, if possibly they know what's wrong with it. That was like the first time I had some real validation where I was like, I am independently pretty attentive, without relying on somebody else, because I think I was still in middle school. I was like, maybe I was an 8th grader by the time I got to use the baler on my own. Because how I got into farming is that my family was putting up hay and we had a hay field next to where we lived. And the hay was pretty thick that we were putting up for that cutting. So the tractor could only be going literally less than 1 mile an hour. You could do laps around the tractor because it was going that slow, baling the hay. So my family was like, okay, that's fine if we, for her first job, we put her in the tractor for that. Like, there's not much that she can run into or like significantly mess up when you're going 1 mile an hour. When you are crawling down the field. So yeah, that was my very first, well, actually, I think I might have raked hay first, so it didn't have any moving parts. And maybe the baling was second, I can't remember. But yeah, the next season I was running the baler on my own in a field that was further away, and I heard the baler change, like it sounded different all of a sudden. So I called my family member and I was like, hey, I don't know if anything's wrong, but like I think it sounds different. And when they got there and they looked at it, they're like, wow, like most people don't even pay any attention to that, because like the baler can keep running with the thing that did break. It's called the flywheel pin broke, that basically connects the gear that chunks and like pulls the hay into the baler, to a wheel on the outside, to the actual power that the tractor is giving it. So like for some reason it can still keep running even though those two are disconnected. So the flywheel on the outside stops moving and it's just sitting there stationary, but the arm is still pulling hay in. But eventually if you run it too long like that, it'll ruin the equipment. But I noticed it right away. And not to hype myself up, but like that was one of the moments where I was like, okay, I feel like smart. Like, you know, all of my other siblings who have run this equipment have run with that sort of break for like hours. And I noticed it within like 5 minutes. It was great. Can you turn the engine off to mess it up? Wait, what do you mean? You can turn the engine off to mess it up. Raptor needs to fix them. Aha! Good aim. Are you being serious in that or not? I haven't even studied anything about being a mechanic. Well, you should probably get on that. You're getting to the age where you can do that. My form of going outside is going in my trampoline. Hey, that works. I love trampolines. I wish I still had one. W Day, I have a union job, so it's more like a country club. Oh, nice, K. You should fix a car in the April Fool's mode. Give them an extra wheel. Yeah, they've already done that mode before, so I didn't feel a need to play it yesterday. But yeah, so like that sort of stuff I really liked about farming. Don't join the military. Pay is trash. I wouldn't like to take orders and let the government have that much control over my life. I respect authority, but I also don't like to sign up underneath an entity where I don't have a choice of whether I stay or not. So that's my issue with that. I had 2 trampolines blow over. I just had my family had to get rid of their trampolines because the insurance was too high. The health insurance for the family was too high when you had a trampoline because, you know, people break bones when they fall off of those. They break bones, they mess up their back, even if it has the cover around the outside, which our trampolines didn't. didn't have like the net walls. But I mean, it kind of makes sense that they had to get rid of them. Because we put the trampoline next to the garage roof once and jumped off the garage onto the trampoline, which I believe was quite stupid. It was fun, but it was really stupid. I only did it a couple times because I was like, yeah, the heights on this aren't great. I don't like it. It was a one-car garage, so it wasn't very tall. It had a relatively low roof. It was actually kind of like we got up onto the garage and then went onto a shed that was next to it, so it was even shorter, but I still didn't like it. I did it a couple times because, you know, adrenaline rush, but yeah. I'm not that crazy. I'm generally pretty safe. 70K a year isn't bad. I mean, are you talking about dollars? Are you talking about United States? Are you talking about USD, United States dollars? Because inflation is going up. That if you are a single income household, so say like you are a single person, you are not married, you do not have two incomes for your couple, then you pretty much have to be earning like minimum 80K to be able to do stuff like buy a house for yourself and make progress and have savings. Sarah, I'm gonna say you better just talk, not as much, if you have a glitch where you can't type that many words in a message. Because I don't like you flooding the chat like that, so I'm gonna have to time you out if you keep doing it. I'm sorry that you have a glitch, but it does just like, it floods the chat so that I can't read other people's messages. So just don't chat as much, if you please. All right, it looks like I can switch over to my other training now because I've entered the final 10 minutes. Ba-ba-boom. I don't like the car. I'm gonna change the car. AKA quit yapping so much? Not necessarily. I don't think I like the car. No, I need to keep giving it a chance. I need to actually play with it and give it a chance. I can't just switch it right away. Yeah, it's not necessarily quit yapping. It's that like, it literally, if you send that many messages in a row, it pops everybody else's messages off the screen so that I can't respond to them. Like, it's not that I don't want to talk to you, Sarah, but like, I need to actually be able to read the chat. I would do it with anybody, it's not just you. Anybody, whether they had a glitch or not, or if they actually were just, you know, trolling and sent one word at a time, I would time them out as well. So just like, basically what I'm saying is don't make me time you out. Okay, here we go. Nice. The control is decent. Now I am going to do probably one casual game because I just have to play a lot of games today. Because like I said, the goal is to play the 18 games so that I can do the 100 game check-in today, at the very least. Hopefully I can do like a little bit more, but we'll see. Usually the check-in takes up like the amount of time that like 5 games would. Or maybe it's more like 3 games. Maybe 5 is too crazy, but yeah. Ooh, nice. Oh, nice, hit it. Darn it, wasn't far enough forward. 70K a year is trash. Okay. Be a little bit less aggressive with the conversation, but I get your points. We try not to talk about any politics here. Same as, you know, like the basically no religion thing. So that we don't get